is going to be real key for Schlagle to be successful. They got to get some bench production. The guys got to come in, give the starters some good time to rest, but also produce. Don't turn it over.
That's right.
I'm going to tell you who one of my big keys is, and that's David Patton.
Yes, sir.
David Patton shooting, if he can stay aggressive, if he can score, outside, inside, this is going to be a long night.
Oh, David's got a shot that his ball seems like it's as big as the ocean when he goes to that basket. That rim seems to open up when his shot is on. If that happens tonight, Washington can be in for a long, long night.
Hey, he hit a big shot against Harmon Tuesday night. Off the backboard three to bring the game within one.
Right.
Big shot. He has big shot ability. He can do that. Deion Wilson's got to stay out of foul trouble.
Got to stay out of foul trouble.
Got to be on the floor. They need him on the floor.
He's got to play big minutes tonight.
Houston Shackelford.
Got to be on the floor.
Got to drive the floor tonight.
Yes, sir.
He's got to drive the floor. He's got to control the game for them. Now let's turn to Washington. Got to get some keys for Washington. I talked to Coach King earlier. Coach King said that his team, what they got to do is stay focused and keep working hard. They have to. They got to rebound. The key to their success is defense.
Okay.
Rebounding and offensively work as a team.
Work as a team.
Got to work as a team.
There's no superstar on Washington's team. Those 5 players have been playing together since they were 10 or 12 years old. They know each other. They know what each other can do on the floor. They don't go outside their comfort zone. Mimi has to be the floor general tonight.
Control the tempo.
If he does not control the tempo, if he tries to do too much, he takes everybody else starts standing around. They start standing around watching him. He don't need that tonight. He's got to keep everybody involved. He's got to feed the dogs tonight.
He has to. They got to control the board. Williams and Zappa got to control the board.
Right.
Kalen Allen's got to be that X factor.
Oh, he was a lockdown defender.
Got to do that.
He had the handcuffs on Houston.
Man,
he suffocated him last
if
game.
he can do that again, they have a good chance. And then my man, King. DeAndre King, he's got to become the king of the wing again. He's got to defend, and he's got to have bullets.
Right.
He's got to shoot lights out, he's got to defend.
He's got to have lots of bullets.
He has to have. He's going to need that. Now, when we watch players for both teams, we talked about them. We talked about Deion Wilson, David Patton, Houston Shackelford.
Right.
But for Washington, all 5 starters, the chemistry between them make them the keys to watch.
Yes, sir.
All 5 starters.
Yes, sir.
You got to watch that.
I'll tell you the key here. The first time these teams met, Coach Leslie didn't have an answer for the different defenses that were thrown at him. This game, I bet you he answers that question. You want to throw this boxing one at me? I'll throw this at you. You want to throw a zone at me? I got shooters now.
Well, we will see. Prediction. Who you like?
I'm home. I love Schlagle, as I said before. But these Wildcats like some horse meat.
Well, I gotta go with my gentleman. 3 of them played for me this summer. Even though DJ Sales played, I gotta go with the numbers of 3. We gotta go. So I'm going with Wildcats. Protect the house tonight.
We must protect the house.
That's what I'm going with. I'm Coach Mo. This is Brian Watson. We did enough talking. Now it's time to watch some basketball. We turn it over to David Brox from Vernon, Birmingham with the call of the game.
Same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
I'm Kyle Beckerman.
I'm Landon Donovan.
I'm Dwayne DiRosario.
We love soccer. We train hard, we play hard, and we support with passion.
When it comes to discrimination, we don't cross the line.
No bullying, no racism, no sexism, no homophobia. No excuses, no exceptions.
Don't cross the line. If you're playing, training, supporting, or coaching, don't cross the line.
Division I student athletes have higher SAT and ACT scores than college-bound students.
The number of us receiving diplomas
is at an all-time high.
African American males who are student athletes
are 10% more likely to graduate.
Still think we're just a bunch of dumb jocks?
You need to do your homework.
There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes, and just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports.
A heartbeat is the sound of life. It is the rhythm of movement, growth, and development of the body. Your local school is the heartbeat of your community. It's where we learn about each other, our interests, and our fears. It's where we experiment with life and meet some of our best friends. It's a place to move, grow, and develop lasting relationships. It's the life of the community. Keep it alive.
Slow down.
Slow down and move over.
And move over. When you see lights, vests,
or reflectors,
please give us some room. Slow down and move over. When you need us,
we've got your back.
Do you have ours?
You got our back?
You got ours?
You got our back?
Please, slow down.
And move over.
There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes, and just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports. There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes, and just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports.
David Brock's live Sports Highlights Unlimited Hendu Productions, live at the Wash House with my guy Vernon Birmingham. What's going on, Vernon?
Not much. Hanging out here at the Wash House, as you said, looking for a ball game where if things go as planned from what I predicted, Washington's going to at least get a share of the league title potentially.
The loudest gym in Kansas City, Kansas. A lot to do with how it's structured here, but that band, once they get going and this crowd gets into this ball game, it's a big advantage for Washington here at home. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the starting lineup. Take a look here for Washington: Jamie Trevelyan, DeAndre King, Cameron Allen, James Jappa.
For Schlagle, we're going to have Houston Shackelford, DJ Sales, David Patton, Mr. Wilson, who's been big on the boards for them, and Ronald Marks.
The lights go down here as they introduce the Wildcats. Kendrick Williams is the other starter for Washington. Big man was huge in that first matchup. Our first game of the season with Hendu Productions was at Schlagle for this first game where Schlagle got bottled up by the box and one. Cameron Allen all over Houston Shackelford.
And that'll be the key this evening. See if Schlagle has any answers for that box and one or the 1-3-1. So we'll see what adjustments Coach Leslie made after that first matchup.
Washington obviously undefeated so far in league, smashing everybody that they played. Went to the Sprint Center and beat Wyandotte. Huge, obviously beating Atchison as well. Coming into this game 6-0 in league. Schlagle disappointed a little bit at home against Harmon. Lost that game, come in at 4-2. It's going to be real difficult for Washington not to win this league.
You know, like Washington hasn't had really any challenges in the league thus far this season. So we'll see. Schlagle had a 3-game winning streak that, like you just said, was stopped the other night. So we'll see. Does that allow Schlagle to be a little hungrier coming to this game? Do they still have any motivation knowing that they still have an outside shot for a tie in the league championship?
The key to that 3-game victory win streak for Schlagle was led by Houston Shackelford, who has been shooting lights out. Again, struggled a little bit against Harmon. Harmon came out, had a 19-9 third quarter after Schlagle had a 7-point lead at the halftime. Probably started looking ahead maybe just a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see what Coach King has in store for his Wildcats. He's one of the better coaches that I see make make adjustments in game. He'll throw a few different defenses at you. He'll go for that pressure, up-tempo defense to trap in the corners a lot. So we'll see what's his game plan coming out this evening.
Peyton Leslie's first year as the boys coach, the girls coach last year. Got to say a successful season so far. Not a lot of expectations for Schlagle, but they kind of lived up here, second place in the KCAL. Chip is controlled by Washington. King all the way to the bucket. Easy first possession for the Wildcats off the tip.
Too easy.
They do come out boxing one. Cameron Allen.
So we'll see again what adjustments do they make after breaking down the film from last time. Looks like they're doing a good job of actually running a zone offense, but turnover there, 2-on-1 break.
King with his second layup to take the game to 4-0.
When you get layups, makes the game easy.
Our scoreboard will catch up with us here in a minute. Wilson out top. Sales pulls from 3. He touches every bit of that rim 2 or 3 times as it rolls around, but does go in.
And that's a big shot. DJ struggled a little bit from the perimeter this year, so to have him hit that shot earlier will give them some confidence.
Ball knocked away. Williams loses it. Shackelford going the other way. With Wilson and Marks. Park in the lane, can't finish. Cameron Allen with a rebound coming the other way. Pull up, jump shot. Off rim, David Patton with a rebound.
So just want to slow it down a little bit. So we'll see them again run their zone offense here in this boxing one. So we see there Wilson attack the basket. Kind of got outside under the basket, try to throw it over the top. So it's going to be a turnover for the Stallions. Trevelyan brings the ball back down court here for Washington. Looks like they're in a man-to-man.
Stand off at Trevelyan out top. They'll reset out top. Patton.
Yeah, Shackelford's kind of
almost like a triangle and 2 with Patton. And Sales on Allen for 3. Good. Net got caught in the rim, so they'll stop play for a second to get that straightened out.
I was noticing during halftime, it seems like that rim bit a little bit, a little lower than the other one.
Up in the rafters for this game. Different perspective for us. Sales.
Difference that we've seen already against this box one, they actually set some screens.
Patton, baseline.
Nowhere for him to go there.
Get up in the air with nowhere to go. Trevelyan into the lane. Trips Allen. Second straight 3. No good. David Patton clears the boards again.
That's the second time we've seen a Schlagle guy with the ball try to go baseline and have nowhere to go with it.
Ref stops play.
And as you say, when you get up in the air, you don't have many options, either shoot or pass, and you're stuck under the basket. You have no passing window at all. And what we see there is turnovers.
Sales out top. Patton drives in, drops it to Marks. We had a big second half in that first matchup. Patton for 3. Good.
Patton strokes that ball way off to the top of the key for the Stallions.
Patton has an entry into the 3-point contest we'll be having at the All-Star game. Trevelyan in the lane. James Jaffa pull-up jump shot is good.
It's a free throw there for Jaffa. He'll hit that all day.
Fast pace here to start the game. Good scoring from both teams. Patton for three. No good. Falls down. No call. The ball will be knocked out of bounds and will stay with Washington.
There's opportunity there for Wilson. You know, had advantage down there. Jackal was pulled away from the basket. You know, got to get that ball and go right back up with it for a chance for easy two.
Shackelford into the lane. Nice pass to Wilson. Drops it to Patton, who fires another three. Good.
He's raining threes. Dave Patton. He said, not only am I entered into this three-point contest, I'm going to show you tonight I'm winning it. Tied up at 9.
Trevelyan coming the other way. Walks into the front court to Sales and Patton face guard.
And you are right. We have a triangle and two here on Allen and King.
Allen getting a little taste of his own medicine.
So Coach Leslie's going in the defensive playbook.
Out top turnover. DJ Sales coming the other way. Against Allen, up, good.
And one. DJ Sales going right at him.
5 early points for DJ Sales.
So early on, Schlagle is the one that's triangle two. We talked about, you know, what adjustments Washington wasn't able to make first time out. Early on in this triangle two, Washington's not doing much.
Sales looking to finish off the old-fashioned three-point play is good. Schlagle, after being down early, responds with a run of their own. Trevelyan pulls up. Left-hand jump shot, no good. Rebound, Williams. He'll pull the jumper. Baseline, no good. James Jappa on the boards. Crawls in. Owning the boards early on the offensive end for Washington.
Washington's missing shots, but Schlagle has to get body on somebody who, they're not as big as Washington is, but that's where it comes into play. You got to put the body on them.
Man-to-man defense now. Base guard is the Washington Wildcats. Wilson turns in the lane. Nothing there. Marks. No good. Check that. Friendly roll.
A lot of buckets going on.
This game is all about. Allen drives baseline. Right into Wilson. Can't finish.
A lot of body, no call.
King. Good pass to Allen. Up. And a foul. Maybe a little bit too friendly there by King. He had a nice little easy 3 or 4 foot jump shot. Chose to pass it to Allen.
Well, that's the thing about this Washington team. They're very unselfish. You know, you look at their stats: 14, 12, 11, 10. They have no problem with sharing the rock.
Free throw is short from Allen. Second free throw coming. Good pace, good scoring here first quarter from the Wash House.
Cameron's averaging 13.2 a game.
Second free throw is good. Trevelyan. Up on Sales. Freshman in the backcourt. Out top Shackelford with his first shot of the game. No good. Strong rebound by DeAndre King. Williams. Back out top Trevelyan. Allen wide open looking for the rock. Turns down the jumper. Move in the lane. Floater is good.
Nice runner there by Allen.
We're tied. As Sales moves into the front court. Trevelyan goes for the steal. Sales drops it to Marks. Up and foul.
So one thing you have to like about Schlagle that they didn't do as much last game is they're attacking the basket. You know, they're going to the rim, they're going there hard and drawing fouls. So the key thing for them is able to get these points from the free throw line. Right now they've been there a few times.
2 senior guards there for Schlagle. Marks heads to the free throw line for 2. First on the way. It's good. Second free throw for Marks. It's good. They wave it off. Looked like a lane violation.
And those are mistakes you can't have this deep into the season if you're the Coach Leslie Stallions.
Trevelyan to move into the front court now. Getting challenged a little bit here by Schlagle. They jumped all over Schlagle in their first matchup. Trevelyan takes the screen out top, drives, drops it to James Jappa, up and good.
Strong move there by Jappa. So one thing Schlagle's doing is they're going to force Trevelyan to shoot the shot. They're going to be okay with him shooting jumpers all evening. What they can't do is let him penetrate like that and find an easy dish like he was able to do there for Jappa.
Man-to-man defense from Washington. Good move by Patton in the lane. Floater is good. Dave Patton with a quick 8 points.
The night of the floaters.
Stolen. DJ Sales had a big steal at Wyandotte to seal that victory on the road. Wilson. Man got away with a travel there. Shot is long, but Marks will not get away with that over the back call.
It just seems like so often Wilson gets in a hurry once he gets the basketball. We notice when he gets the rebounds, he'll quickly get up the court with it. Right there, he just got the ball and went right away. The young man just needs to, relax a little bit and let the game come to him.
Trevelyan moves into the front court, down 1. Williams. Jumper in the lane is good. And really dropping off Trevelyan.
Williams' first bucket of the night. Back and forth first quarter.
Shackelford with one shot here in the first. He pulls 3. No good. Good position by Wilson, but he's not able to secure that rebound over Jappa.
Yeah, he actually had really good position there.
Mr. Boxing 1, David Patton, following DeAndre King.
Looks like
they set up a triangle 2
again. So a lot of cat and mouse play here.
So triangle 2, real simple. 2 men playing man-to-man, the other 3 playing a triangle zone.
And even right now, Shackelford's a little bit too far up. And we know Coach King makes the adjustment to say, we'll just sit out here and let the clock run. We'll fill this time in with discussion about our All-Star game coming up as we're at 15 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. It's Trevelyan. Sets the offense and sends King along the baseline. King for 3, off, right, rebound. Get over the back on Williams, a cheap foul right before the end of the first quarter. Thus far, good first quarter by both teams here. Both of them kind of mixing up things on the defensive end. Both teams getting buckets, and we see 18-17 first quarter. That's a pretty strong quarter for both teams.
Patton will get an opportunity here to see if he can throw one the length of the floor. They won't. And after 1, 18-17 Washington. We'll be right back after this commercial.
Slow down.
Slow down and move over.
And move over. When you see lights, vests,
Or reflectors.
please give us some room. Slow down and move over. When you need us,
We've got your back.
you have ours.
You got our back?
You got ours?
You got our back? Please,
slow down.
And move over.
David Brock, live Sports Highlights Unlimited. Hendu Production. We got a couple of highlights here while we're waiting for the team to come out for the second quarter.
Ball movement, the first 3-point basket of the night for DJ Sells in the right wing. So it gives them a little bit of confidence early in this ball game. Got Stallions on the board. We see here, we're going to see Cameron Allen come off the screen. He's going to fake the shot. Good run out by Houston Shackelford, but good floater here by Allen to get on the board. So Allen has a strong 6 points early. There we see Kendrick Williams on the court. Free throw line jumper. So a lot of easy looks from both sides early in this ball game.
Second quarter set to get going. Trying to get the crowd hyped. Sales out top again. Cookies out front. Got the line.
And we see already there's another adjustment for Coach King. They come out in the second quarter in a 1-3-1 where they want to try to trap anything that's coming up the sides. Try to create a turnover like they almost did there with Trevelyan. No subs thus far in this ball game for both teams. Little floater there by Houston. Lucky he didn't get that stolen.
Good hands again by Trevelyan, just unable to clear it.
Sales there telling Patton, get to where you need to be. You could have had a wide open shot there in the middle if you move. They're still in at 1-3-1. There's that turnover still there. Deflection by Trevelyan.
Allen for three. No good, off rim. Williams with a big rebound, back up and in.
Strong rebound, strong putback.
Early, Washington controlling the offensive rebounds.
A little half-court 1-2-1 press, and Shackelford throws it right out of bounds. So as Washington switched up to the pressure here in the second quarter, 2 turnovers created by the Wildcats.
Not a lot of subs here early by both teams. All 5 starters are gone the whole way. Jappa down low, Trevelyan in the corner to King. Nice baseline jump. Baseline move, he's going to get called for the charge. Ronald Marks stepping in.
Strong baseline move there by DeAndre King. Was able to blow past him, but Marks stood in there and took the charge. And we've seen that quite a few times from the Stallions this year. Stepping up, taking charges, being a little bit tougher on the defensive end. That's something Coach Leslie preached from the time he took over this team. So defense is what's going to take us to the next point.
Like I said a little bit earlier, the All-Star game between the KCAL and KBL is a go. We will be live March 29th. Starting at 6:30 will be our first game. We'll have 2 games. We will pick All-Star teams from the senior classes from the 2 leagues for girls and boys.
Hopefully we'll have the coaches. If Keisha let it happen, we'll have coaches for the league championships. If not, man, you might have to coach them up a little bit. Player coaches.
Strategy will play a key role as you would obviously get dominated. Luckily coaches don't lose games in situations like that. Talent prevails. As Shackelford is out top here, Washington has dropped back into a man-to-man. Patton now out top.
Switch there.
Williams.
A lot of dribbling. Washington still holds to a 2017 lead. Little carry the rock. What happened when your primary ball handler is handling the ball that far away from the basket.
Peyton Leslie talking to the ref there, asking for a little forgiveness.
Like you could call that. You could call a carry all night if you really wanted to.
Trevelyan drives baseline, gets stuck. King, corner 3 is no good. Rebound Williams again on the offensive boards.
Making all his money in the trenches right now is Williams. 6 points, all from within 5 feet.
Eating well on the offensive glass. Drops it to Wilson, who will pull 3. No good.
That's not the shot you want.
Trevelyan now presses it to the front court. King hit hard, go to the line, unable to finish the free throw. Marks will pick up the foul.
And that's what happened when you have your big man shooting 3s from the corner. Nobody's getting back on defense, and we know Trevelyan can get down the court right away and found an open team. He's going to have an opportunity to stretch his lead out.
King, first free throw. Good.
Just like that, we went from a 1-point game to 6.
That's what Washington or City eat you away. Either you keep up or you don't. Second free throw is good.
6 points for DeAndre King here.
King, the senior scoring leader for these Washington Wildcats. It sells, comes up, marks.
Flex offense here from the Stallions.
Patton stolen. DeAndre King to the bucket. His third breakaway layup for Washington.
I'll tell you what, we talk about Patton a lot, but DeAndre King is strong on the defensive end of the court as well. He's chasing Patton all over the place. And there's another steal.
You talked about that early balance. He has 8. Allen with 6.
Jaffa with 6. Williams with 6.
Everybody contributing for the Stallions. Full timeout. We'll be right back after this commercial.
There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes, and just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports.
David Brock's back live with Vernon Birmingham.
The Wildcat band is in the house,
making their presence felt. Moses Wild calls that the 6th man, and he's right. That makes a lot of noise here for the Wildcats.
But you know, we just talked about something here during the timeout. I mentioned this earlier. Coach King adjusts during games better than most high school coaches I see. So Coach Leslie calls a timeout here in order to fix whatever the problem is. And as you said, Coach King's going to come out in a totally different set here. And so it's like a chess match that Washington is winning early in this ball game.
When you're playing 5 seniors, though, it makes it a lot easier to be able to do something like that. You got all that leadership. 1 through 5, you can do a lot of different things. As Sells comes into the front court now. Schlagle needs a bucket here. Gonna score. It's scoreless the first couple of minutes. Wilson gets in the lane and get a block, be on the ground underneath.
Kind of got bailed out there. Donald Parson enters the game for the first time for the Stallions, the first substitute of the night. David Patton takes a seat. And that's another thing, you know, not a lot of fouls been called. We've seen Jaffa get in foul trouble at Trevelyan, and there's Trevelyan picking up a foul.
Trevelyan's real active with his hands tonight, knocking the ball away, unable to secure a steal so far. Reaches up and grabs, picks up the foul. It's
like Coach King was in a suit earlier. He didn't stay in that coat too long.
Hardest working coach on the sideline in Kansas City, Kansas. Man sweats harder than the players. Cookies out top. Trevelyan. All the way Allen. Layup. Good.
Defense to offense for the Wildcats.
Would it be Oreos or Fig Newtons for Trevelyan? Out top now. Wilson.
Trevelyan's talking a little bit.
Shackelford's been quiet. Looking to get his shot off. He will against Jaffa. No good. Rebound, Cameron Allen. And we're going now as Washington starting to extend this lead here in the second quarter. Jaffa, free throw, jump shot. No good.
Williams battling down there, but Wilson gets the board.
Sells coming the other way. Shackelford in the corner, turns down to 3. Baseline floater and 1 from Jaffa. First shot, we'll get a look at that.
So good ball fake there by Shackelford there on the wing. Was able to get the first guy up in the air, went ahead, did a pull up, and took the foul there. So I just talked about how Jaffa's been staying out of foul trouble, but got a little bump there after the shot. And Shackelford gets on the board now for the Stallions, and they need to get him going. We talked about during their streak, he was hot.
Get our first subs for Washington. Sheldon Willis, number 43, checks in for Washington. He's not on the program. As Shackelford knocks the free throw down. Verdell Mays checks in, number 22, for Trevelyan.
As well as DeMarcus Creighton for the Wildcats.
We saw Creighton in that first game. He's got a itchy trigger finger. He ain't afraid to let it go. It's King. Baseline three-pointer, no good. Rebound Marks. Schlagle now could have had the opportunity to string a couple
Nice.
buckets together. Good move. Shackelford drops it in the lane. Willis got away with grab there. They will stay with Schlagle underneath.
Well, nice take there by Shackelford. That's one that the Stallions need to finish.
Marsh back on top Sales. Good play. Dave Patton for three. Good. Third three-pointer for David Patton.
That's a quick six there for the Stallions.
Schlagle with a quick run coming out of the timeout. A must run for the Stallions. Mays drives, pull up, jump shot is good.
Bonus points. And Mason Creighton been playing well off the bench for the Wildcats this year, able to give Trevelyan a blow when he gets in foul trouble.
Shackelford working against Mays, turns in the lane, drops it to Mark. Kind of a blind pass here. I don't know if Shackelford saw him coming across.
Yeah, he actually went up with that one. The defender kind of walked away from him.
Patton picks up the loose ball, pull three, off left. Rebound Williams. Up ahead. It's Creighton. Don't fall. A little bit of nerves out there. Ice skating. Mays. Timeout. Javion Brownie. The UNI commit. After signing, can't decide to come back and finish the season with the Stallions.
I think they had something going on the floor, or an injury. Looks like the Ronald Marks there. So they got him out the game, and I think they're trying to clean up some moisture or something on the floor. So like you just said, Javion Browning just came back to the team last week. Started off playing earlier this year, and then decided kind of, from what I understand, his heart really wasn't in it at the time, focused on football and recruitment. But as he narrowed down his choice, his dad even said previously, you know, it's killing him not being out there. So he's coming back trying to get the Stallions a lift.
Final decision for him came down to Tulsa and UNI. Northern Iowa. I know KU fans know all about Northern Iowa. Baroque Manesh with the big three a couple of years ago. Knocked the Jayhawks.
It looks like they got to clean up some blood from the floor. It's like Ronald Marks checking them out over there on the sideline. Got a little blood on the face.
I don't know if they're using proper procedure there.
Well, they
to
have
get blood up.
She has gloves on. That's all that
She
matters.
does have gloves. All right, I didn't see that. While we're here, get a shout out Brian Watson, Moses Wyatt.
You know, Schlagle was able to fight back with a quick 6 points with 3 from Shackelford and a few from Patton, but Mays came right back down the court to knock 2 down there for the Wildcats. So we'll see with 2:39 to go in this quarter, Schlagle can put a dent in here, or Washington's going to be able to extend this lead.
In the first game of the night, the Lady Stallions came into the Wash House and secured a 2-point victory. Had a big lead in that game. Washington was able to fight back. But in the end, the Schlagle Lady Stallions came through.
Coach Ashley Campbell, one of my old students back from my Schlagle teaching days, took over from Coach Leslie after he's moved over to the boys program. She's doing a good job in year 1. Coached under Coach Leslie for a few years.
All right, I think we're set to get going now. Washington nursing a 7-point lead. They weren't starting to pull away until a 6-0 run by the Stallions. Houston Shackelford with a 3-point play. David Patton followed it up with a 3-pointer. Javion Brown getting his first action. Runs into a screen on the baseline. We'll have to see how he does in his first action of the season. 3-pointer on the way in the corner is good. they just called in on the program, at least now where I can see Wilson. He'll pull another three. Good.
Everybody's feeling it right now. A lot of threes early in this game.
Mays comes back into the front court. Takes the screen out top. Willis. Sales takes it. Wilson coming the other way now. Shackelford, he'll pull three. Long. Williams with another rebound. Drives into the lane, takes the bump. That will be just the fourth foul for Schlagle. So we'll have ball underneath.
Coach King's going to bring his starters back in the game, +1. Looks like Williams is going to get a break, but minute 42 here. Coach King said, let's get my guys back in, see if we can add a little bit to this lead.
Good crowd here at the Wash House. They always pack it out for the league games. I don't think I've been here where it's been empty. Trevelyan triggers in. King. Chappell checks in for the first time for Washington.
Schlagle sits back in the 2-3.
Washington is happy to let him sit in that zone, asking him to come out now as Shackelford takes the screen out top. Jappa. King. Set shot three is no good. Jamie Trevelyan clears an offensive board. Allen. No good. Long. David Patton clears and goes the other way. 4 on 3. Again, getting in the air. Timeout. Schlagle.
Little up and down play there. Both teams have been struggling here recently with protecting the basketball.
David Brox will be right back.
Slow down.
Slow down and move over.
And move over. When you see lights, vests,
Or reflectors.
please give us some room. Slow down and move over. When you need us,
We've got your back.
you have ours.
You got our back?
You got ours?
You got our back? Please,
slow down.
And move over.
All right, we're back live. Sports Highlights Unlimited, Hendu Productions, live at the Wash House. Got a score at Piper. Piper up at the end of the first quarter, 21-15 over Tonganoxie. The Piper girls scored a big win over the Tonganoxie girls as well. Jessica Wayne, the young freshman out at Piper. Inbounds to Sales.
Under a minute to go, Schlagle would definitely love to knock this lead down.
Bucket here and get it down to 5-3. We'll get it down to a 4. There's intent to dribble it out here. See if they can't get the last shot of the quarter, of the half. Shackelford dribbling out top against Kane. Sales out top now, Trevelyan. Cookie Monster. Down to 17, drops it down to Wilson. He'll pull a jump shot. No good. Tip by Shackelford's up, no good. Jappa clears.
To hold the ball that time to get that shot is just inexcusable.
Trevelyan drops it to Jappa.
Got away with the walk.
But he will get the foul and go to the line. You shouldn't dribble off a minute and then take the jump shot at 9.
And have Wilson the one taking that jump shot. He missed Houston Shackelford when it up wide open, but you don't run that much clock. And that's the best shot you can get.
Jap at the line now. Opportunity to extend this lead.
6'5" senior averaging 12.5 points a game for the Wildcats.
The balance of this Washington squad continues to show itself. Sales. Very close there. We're at the half. We'll be right back with Moses Wyatt and Brian Watson live at the Wash House.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare young people in Kansas for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Across America, the NFL and United Way are inspiring kids to get healthy and more active. Join the Play 60 movement. Pledge to Play 60 today at liveunited.org.
We're back here at the House of the Wildcats at Washington High School for KCAL matchup between the Schlagle Stallions and the Washington Wildcats. Brian, we're at 33-26 at halftime. At the end of the first quarter, it was 18-17. 1 point that was between them.
Right.
Now we're looking at 34-26, and it was all about what you said. The switching up of the defenses by Washington.
There you go.
And really caught up with Schlagle.
There you go.
Now, it's something else that I got to talk about, and it's the rebounding situation. The rebounding situation is a little lopsided.
It's a lot lopsided. We're looking at Schlagle only had 2 offensive rebounds in the first half. You can't get that scoring like that. You can't get scoring like that with only 2 offensive rebounds. You're shooting so many times a game, and Washington's holding you to 1 shot per attempt. That's good defense right there.
I mean, you look on the other side, Washington's got 7 offensive rebounds.
Right.
So from 2 to 7, I mean, Washington's getting extra attempts at the basket, and Schlagle's only 1 and out.
That's right.
And then you turn around and look at not only 2 offensive rebounds, but they have 7 total rebounds unofficially for the first half.
That's horrible. That's not protecting the basket. And we were just talking about that in the first half, that if Wilson didn't get off and protect the basket, then we was going to have problems all night.
Now, the other thing for me that's looking at this is that DeAndre King has taken 4 3-pointers and hasn't made 1.
Right. He's not setting his feet. He's getting the ball in the perfect position, but he's not setting his feet. On a couple of times, he's taken a set shot.
Yes.
And threw his rhythm completely off. It hit the back of the rim. So he's not on his game tonight, but he is getting to the basket. He's got to the free throw line, and he needs to do that.
He's been aggressive defensively. We said he had to be the king of the wing, offense and defense. And defense he has. He's got 2 steals, and he's converting both for baskets. He's getting out, pressuring the ball, and he's been able to get out on the floor for some layups.
For some easy layups, right.
And so, but that's the key. His shooting, they'll need his shooting. That's the difference between a single-digit halftime lead and a double-digit halftime lead. He's their shooter.
Right.
He's their ace in the hole. They need him to be able to hit.
I thought Allen was going to heat up there for a minute. He finished the first half with 8 points. He's the leading scorer for the first half. King had 7, and then Williams had 6 points. So it's pretty balanced scoring for Washington. And if that continues, you're going to eat some horse meat tonight, sir.
But that's what they do. Washington scores by committee.
Right.
They play team basketball, and they're even all the way through. And they play by committee. Coach King, when we talked to him earlier, he said it's not a one-man show.
That's right.
This is a 5-man thing, the 5 that's on the floor. We even seen young J.T. Bennett come off the bench, hit a 3 in the corner.
Yep.
It's not just one man for Washington.
Everybody can contribute to this team.
At any time. We got some highlights of the first half.
It's like King going in for a layup.
Right in. This is how he started. And then he came back with a second layup. You know? He got 2 easy layups.
Meaning Jamie Trevelyan puts that ball right where you need it in stride so that all you have to do is 1, 2, and up.
Now, David Patton was hitting his jumper. Sales came out with the first three.
First three. And that would have been the turn of the game if Sales could have continued his shooting process, but they shut him down. There's Allen right there coming off that screen.
He's been an X factor, great on defense, and then he's hit some buckets early for them as well.
In the second quarter, they took the ball. Jamie took the ball out of DJ's hands, stopped him from getting up the court, from running his offense. He played great defense on DJ.
Oh, sure did. There's Patton for a three, and that's what Schlagle needs. They need more consistency from the shooting from Patton, and they got to stop turning the ball over.
There's Big Jappa with an assist from
Little Jack. Little Jack. That's why I tease him, Little Jack. We see Patton again with the jump shot. And then Sales with the old-fashioned three-point play.
Give it to me, baby.
And one. Took the contact, went right up.
Yes, it did.
Trevelyan lays it on the dime. Turner. Floater. A little bit of TP, that floater in there. Another free throw line jump shot. That free throw line's been open for Washington right there.
Right there.
We've seen Jappa and Williams hit that.
Right.
That shot right there. Schlagle's got to stop giving them that because both their big men can hit that
jump. See how patient they are. Now this was
charge.
That was a charge. I don't know if I would have made that call, but the whistle blew.
He was outside the restricted area. So he's outside the restricted area.
There's a rebound again.
Rebounds we've seen. Look how Trevelyan really runs the floor. Gets up in there and gets that to Allen for another two-point basket. Trevelyan is really getting his team, and that's what he does.
Right.
He is one of the best in the state at running the floor.
Right.
Open floors, finding this man, pressing the issue. The other thing that I really like about Trevelyan that makes him one of the top guards in the KCAL and in the state is his presence on defense. He has gotten his hand. He has hassled.
Right.
I call him the hassler.
Oh,
he has hassled the DJ Sales.
I believe teams that play Washington have to keep 911 on speed dial. Because he's a thief, baby.
He sure has. He has stole several things tonight, and he's created havoc. I just like the pressure that he's provided at the point guard spot.
Right.
All right. Now, we're going to go to commercial, and then we'll be right back.
Take my hand and start a brand new day. And together as one we'll start to see some change.
Underneath everything we are, underneath everything we do, we are all people. Connected, interdependent, united. And when we reach out a hand to one, we can influence the condition of all. That's what it means to live united.
Division I student athletes have higher SAT and ACT scores than college-bound students.
The number of us receiving diplomas
is at an all-time high.
African American males who are student athletes
are 10% more likely to graduate.
Still think we're just a bunch of dumb jocks?
You need to do your homework.
There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes, and just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports.
And we're back. Just watching a little bit of the bitty ball game tonight that's playing at halftime here. See some up-and-coming athletes coming through here.
Coming through. Be the next ones coming through we're talking about.
The next one. I like to get a couple of them at the earl here.
Bring them on. Bring them on.
Keep the tradition going. Yes, sir. Now, we're back at halftime of the Schlagle at Washington KCAL basketball game. Earlier, we had a chance to speak with Coach Leslie. And we talked to Coach Leslie about the first time that they played Washington.
Right.
And then what's happening now with them. And one of the things Coach Leslie talked to us about is that his boys are playing at a higher level. And we can see that.
Right.
They're playing at a totally different level from when we seen them earlier.
The first time, right.
And one thing that has them playing at that level is what he brought out is they have really bought in to his system on the defensive end.
You have to have your team listen to you, first of all, as a new coach. You have to not prove to them, but you have to let them know that my system will work. If you trust in me, my system will work. If everybody's where they're supposed to be on the floor, where they're supposed to be, what else can happen but success?
The success is the story. Well, we had one of our guests come with us, Vincent Smith from Schlagle, and that's one of the things. He said that Peyton Leslie came from good stock.
Right.
What he was talking about is Coach Chuck Minor. Played under Chuck Minor. They were teammates, Vincent being there. So he has the building blocks of practice and game.
Right.
And now they're buying into a system. We see them almost like night and day from the first. The change of how they're committed to playing defense, they're really there, and there's total different team because now they're a team that's built into defense. At first we seen them kind of one-on-one. We seen them not helping out, no help, no communication, no talk.
Right.
Now they're doing more, talking to each other, communication, help, moving back and forth, and they got to play at a higher level.
That's the building block of a good team. If I can get you to communicate on the floor in practice, it's going to transition it over to game time. So it's not going to be anything different. I'm just going to do it because it's second nature to me now. I need you to get back. I need you to cover, pick up, switch. They're doing that on the floor now. The first time we saw them, it was helter skelter.
Yeah.
Where are we?
Right.
Turn the lights back on. They're a different team now.
Totally different team.
You can attribute that to Coach Leslie's practice habits.
Correct. And that's one thing he talked about. We pounded in our guys that this is what's going to be our identity as a team and defense. And it's showing. 17-18 first quarter at the end of first quarter.
Right.
Defense. You're not going to get this away from us.
There you go.
Even now, we're 26-34. 8-point ball game. Not going to get away from it.
Right.
They're trying to hold it. And when they hold teams to under 50, they're 7-0 this year. 7-0 when they hold teams to under 50.
Right.
So the game's not out of control.
Not yet, it's not.
Not yet. But sitting across the scores table is 5 gentlemen that have been playing together for years.
Since they were 10.
Since they were 10 years old. And it shows. You can really tell it. They turned that defense up in the second half.
Right.
You know how you keep scores close off in the game? That's what happened. They got in the passing lane. We seen Allen.
Right.
We seen Williams.
King.
We seen King. We seen Trevelyan. All in the passing lane, come up with steals, loose balls, get it out.
Right.
We seen Jappa control the boards, get it out. We seen Williams control the boards, get it out.
Right.
This is what they do. The one thing that I really like about this Washington team is everybody understands their role.
There you go.
And they play their role.
Right.
That's all they try to do. They don't try to do anything extra. They don't try to do any more. They play their role and they play it very good.
You have to have a good floor general as an extension of your coach on the bench, your head coach on the bench, to be able to keep that flowing. Jamie Trevelyan, a.k.a. Mimi, is that man. He's that young man to be on the floor. I would want him starting as my point guard anytime. He understands his offense. He understands the defense that you're throwing at him. He knows that I can get by anybody, and I know I'm going to have a man in the corner waiting to knock down that triple. You know what I'm saying? So he's the one that I want the ball in his hand at all times. He comes back and gets the ball when somebody else has it, the offense breaks down, he's back up at the top.
That's a sign of a mature point guard.
There you go.
One that understands, hey, give it back to me. Let me get the team back where we need to be, get us back in flow, and then we can start this offense again. All right?
That's what you want.
You got to have that. Now, the turnover game is 9-8. It's 9-8. Schlagle's got 9, Washington with 8. So it's one turnover separating. So it's not that they're winning a big turnover.
Right.
But what it is the difference in the changing of the defenses. We have seen 3 different defenses used by Washington. And Schlagle has had some stifling moments. They came out hot with scoring. Coach King switched the defense up on them.
Right.
We've seen 4 different defenses. We've seen a regular man.
Right.
We've seen a 1-3-1 trap. We've seen a box and one. And then we've seen a man trap.
There we go.
So he's thrown 4 different defenses at him, and it's got him an 8-point lead.
That's what Leslie on the other side has to recognize. I got to change my offense when you change your defense. I got to find an offense that will combat that defense. Give me some easy buckets to score with.
Well, we got a second half. We got David Brooks and Vernon Birmingham going to call the second half as we're wrapping it up at the halftime. Sports Highlight Unlimited, KC, brought to you by Hendu Productions. And we'll be back at the conclusion of the game. I'm Coach Mo.
Ryan Watson.
Division I student athletes have higher SAT and ACT scores than college-bound students.
The number of us receiving diplomas
is at an all-time high.
African American males who are student athletes
are 10% more likely to graduate.
Still think we're just a bunch of dumb jocks?
You need to do your homework.
There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes, and just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports.
Our parents fought voter suppression 50 years ago. They lose when we don't vote.
It is said that you do better when you know better. I'm voting because I know better.
I vote because I want to be part of the solution.
It's my country. I got a right and a responsibility to vote.
I vote because I care about the country I live in.
David Brock's back live. Sports Highlights Unlimited. Hendu Productions at the Wash House. Washington took control there in the second quarter. 34-26 here at the half. Bonner Springs and Baser tied after 3 quarters. A barn burner, 28 apiece.
First half for Washington, real balanced score for that bunch. DeAndre King scored in 8. Jaffa had 7. Allen had 8. Williams had 6. And we had...
We're set to get started here. Second half, Trevelyan to trigger it in. Williams.
Schlagle.
King out top. Schlagle looking like a man-to-man. Trevelyan in the lane. Tipped away. Playing by Wilson. Coming the other way with Sells. Quick pass. Patton won't turn down. A 3 is good.
4th 3 tonight for Dave Patton. Good start. Good way to start the half if you're Coach Leslie.
Trevelyan. Good move by King. Spin up. Good.
Nice use of the glass there by King.
Sells up top. Shackelford going to get a look at 3. Runs it off. Sells left hand. No good. Rebound Cameron Allen. Push off. Got another score. Lansing. 39-10. At KCK Community College where the Bishop Ward Cyclones play their home games.
So Schlagle missed another opportunity there with a layup to knock this lead down even further, so they have to take advantage of those opportunities when they present themselves.
Sells a reset out top against Trevelyan. Patton now moving off screen switch. Good switch by DeAndre King. Wilson against Williams. Turnaround jump shot is short.
Wilson just forces a lot of shots.
Good drop there. Good hands there by Wilson to get it right back. Sells pushing the other way. Shackelford a pull 3. No good. Rebound James Jaffa. 1 and done for the Stallions. Up ahead, King, good catch. Can't get it off the rim, though. King looks to be shaken up.
tell if he slipped, but I watched him go full speed. And I saw that pass coming. It was just a little bit too high, but hopefully King's all right. We'll hop up here.
He's catching his breath here. He is pushing himself up. Good to see the senior get up. Might have fell and hit his face on the floor. He denies the sub.
He denies medical attention.
Here comes the 1-2-2 pressure here from Washington. Again, hits you on so many fronts. We talked about it in the first half. Adjustment after adjustment by Coach King. They go to a man-to-man look now.
They tried to bring the sub again. King waved them off like he's Peyton Manning. Waving off the punt team.
Wilson drives into lanes, turnover. Knocked out of Williams' hands, Sales. Pulls, jump shot. Wilson was underneath open, missed him. Trevelyan, active hands again.
Can't bring the ball down when you're in there. Trevelyan's always lurking around. He gets the tie up. Schlagle's not taking advantage of his opportunities here. I see Dr. Cindy Lane, the superintendent for KCK schools, in the house behind the Schlagle bench.
Sales dropped it to Patton, who will take another three.
From deep. He's feeling it.
Hey, when you asked to be in the All-Star game three-point contest, and then we come to town, you knock down 5 from deep. Patton, killing it.
17 points for Dave Patton. More than half of what Schlagle has this game. They might need to go boxing one on him.
Trevelyan dribbling out top. Allen drives baseline. Floater up, no good. James Jappa, though, on the boards. Claims the rebound, and he'll get 2. Got the replay here.
Foul number 3, Deion Wilson. His first personal foul.
See Dave Patton there from deep, well beyond. He's like, my range is when I enter the gym.
First free throw is no good. David Patton taking the team on his shoulders here. Got this game back to 4, and Jappa misses the free throw. So again, an opportunity to see this lead shrink just a little bit more for the Stallions on their next possession if they can clear this rebound.
Looks like King's going to be following Patton around here now.
Second free throw is good. As King gets in Patton's shirt, we see the adjustment difference between what Patton does and what Shackelford did when he was out top in the box and one.
Looks like they're man-to-man. He's just saying, I'm going to raise my shorts up and play some D here. Dave Patton, the senior, freshman in a couple years ago from Bishop Yates, where he actually played under former Schlagle coach Chuck Miner. And since he's come over to Schlagle, he's had a big senior year from both ends of the court, a candidate probably for Defensive Player of the Year.
Shackelford takes the screen out top from Marks. Wilson.
Nice give and go.
Good passing as they cut this lead to 3. Kings living on the floor right now. As Wilson came up on the pass.
Look like he's going to get some medical attention this time. You know, we see the give and go there between Wilson and Marks for the 2-point basket. So it looks like we'll step away here.
So King down on the side. We'll be right back.
A heartbeat is the sound of life. It is the rhythm of movement, growth, and development of the body. Your local school is the heartbeat of your community. It's where we learn about each other, our interests, and our fears. It's where we experiment with life and meet some of our best friends. It's a place to move, grow, and develop lasting relationships. It's the life of the community. Keep it alive.
Unfortunate situation here as we're back live at the Wash House. DeAndre King carried over to the bench, favoring his right leg.
Yeah, he had to be carried off. Couldn't put any pressure on it, but we'll see what the training staff's able to do over there. See if they can find some deer antler spray. Let's get them back out there.
We will have to refer to the CASA rules to validate if that is an appropriate source of medical assistance that he can get. Trevelyan triggers it into Williams. They invite him to take the jumper, and he does.
And that's something Schlagle will let happen all day. Trevelyan makes his money, getting in the paint.
Good crossover from Self, block. Recovered though by Wilson, back up and in. We got a 1-point ball game. Trevelyan in the lane now, shot up. Doesn't get the call. Wilson now coming the other way for Schlagle, looking to take the lead. All the way to the rim. He'll get 2.
Just like that.
Yeah, Patton out on the wing. He said you need to get in on this glass, though, if you want some of this. He will get the free throws.
Opportunity for Schlagle to take a lead. In the second half, we didn't know if they'd get back into this game, but so far it's been the defensive pressure, creating, getting turnovers, boxing out, and turning those to offense.
Wilson. Good, tie ball game. We said this earlier. Washington's been putting it on everybody. They haven't been challenged yet in lead. I bet perhaps the first time they've even been tied this late in the ball game in lead.
Not only that, but arguably their best players now over on the sideline.
Second free throw is no good, so Schlagle unable to claim the lead as Trevelyan comes back the other way quick. Drops it to Williams.
Got away with a walk.
Easy layup.
But again, that's what Trevelyan makes his money when he gets down there and able to find somebody cutting to the basket. Schlagle has to keep him out the paint.
Schlagle. Sales in the lane, going to get called for travel.
Good sign though, King's actually up over there on the sideline, kind of stretching it out a little bit, so that's a great sign for the Wildcats.
Jeremy Bennett checks in for Washington. Williams drops it to Jaffa. Surprised that shot pass got through, but he misses the bunny underneath. Pace slowed down just a little bit here.
So what type of offense Schlagle will get in here? They have Patton running off of double screens over here.
Jamie Trevelyan takes on the task of guarding. Patton marks all the way to the basket, up and good.
4 big points for Marks here in this third quarter. Just like that, we have a tied ball game again.
Williams back out to Trevelyan. A little bit of confusion. That's the easy solution, though, is to get it to the big man underneath. He's able to finish. Jaffa's starting to stack up on points here.
10 points for Jaffa. Nice spin move by Shackelford.
Unable to finish. Jaffa with another rebound.
See, Trevelyan's going to find a way to get down and,
alley-oop. Kendrick Williams able to finish.
10 for Williams now.
Sales.
Thought Williams was going to try to put that down.
They got that dunk against Wyandotte. We're trying to get Kendrick Williams in the dunk contest.
Trevelyan's going to get called for the hold on Shackelford.
Let's check this replay out.
I saw Trevelyan, when he gets the ball in the open floor, good things normally happen, and he finds Williams with the lob.
Vernell Mays checks back in for Washington. David Patton set to trigger it in. He's got Marks underneath on the wing. Patton takes the three again. It's going to be no good for Wilson. Here's the rebound. Ball knocked away at Williams. I don't know if he'll get credit for a steal or a rebound there, but he's on the glass with Williams.
Got away with a trap. No, he didn't. Let's say he got away with a walk, but the referee was right on that one over there.
Must put the ball down before you move.
I'm just kind of looking at the body language of Shackelford. He looks like he's a little tired, a little out of it, heads down. So hopefully he can get a couple buckets here and get his confidence back.
King set to check back in for Washington. Shackelford out top, he'll pull three. Fourth shot, air ball out of bounds.
Asking for the deflection, but I didn't see one there. I just think
he just called and said he's looking to get going in this ball game. The second game now that Shackelford's been struggling to get his shot off.
Every time I throw up air balls, I say I got hit in the arm too.
Shackelford with just 3 points here in the ball game. Trevelyan takes the screen out top, floater, no good. Wilson on the glass, clears it out to Sells. Gets the foul out top again, fouls.
Good recognition there by Sells, seeing the defense, kind of looking around, seeing who's going to check who, was able to kind of hesitate and blow by the guy.
Good foul for the Washington Wildcats here in the third quarter. Only one for Schlagle.
That could turn out to play huge here. Schlagle's been the aggressors here for most part of this third quarter.
Schlagle triggers into Shackelford. Sells out top. Marks.
Good move right there.
Marks in the lane again. Not a lot of subs for Schlagle. The starters going the whole way.
Good hands there by Wilson.
Knocked away. Fortunate hands. Knocked out of bounds though. Will stay with Washington.
Another opportunity for Schlagle there to get a turnover and let it get out of their reach.
Cameron Allen will trigger it in. Drops it to Jaffa in the lane.
Good hands by Sells.
Sells will get a tie up.
Again, that's back-to-back possessions where Schlagle actually had the ball and ended up losing it.
See Coach King there putting in work.
Little butterfingers, as we would say in football.
Two-point ball game. Schlagle's been able to go on a run here in the third quarter to tighten this ball game up. From out top, Mays. Allen for three. No good, short.
Schlagle just got away with a break there, you know, leaving Cameron Allen wide open like that. It's just miscommunication on their part.
Air pass will land him on the bench, and Williams will come back in as Washington sets up some pressure. Token pressure as they walk back into the backcourt. Settle into what looks like a man-to-man.
Got a minute to go here in this third quarter.
Sells out top against Mays. Patton takes a screen,
nice,
head fake.
Nice.
Good move. David Patton can't finish though. Wilson with another rebound. Shackelford turns down to three, drops it to Wilson, who goes up strong. It'll get 2 free throws.
That ball fake there by David Patton was a nice move. Used that ball fake, was able to spin baseline. Good use of some of that old man game.
End of the third quarter at Piper, leading Tonganoxie 54-46. First free throw from Wilson is good.
Wilson's had a pretty solid game thus far. He's coming in averaging 10 and 7 a game. And he's close to hitting that average, hitting his average. Sitting here at 7 points.
Second free throw coming. Good. Tie ball game. Just under a minute here, third quarter. KCAL league action. Washington looking to secure at least a share of the league title here tonight. Won't be official until they get one more win. Jaffa down low, get the foul against Marks. Underneath though, just the third foul on the Stallions.
Good recognition there by Washington, just running their offense, and like you said earlier, just trying to feed the ball to the post where they hold an advantage down there with size.
Ball into Jaffa, loses it. Wilson coming the other way with opportunity to take the lead. Patton, no good on the layup. Williams coming the other way. Jaffa, throw it down. Get the poster ready, baby. Patton coming the other way with 9. Let's see that replay.
Put it down, Jappa. Got a break here. Throw it ahead. Wilson tried to go up and get it, and Jappa said, get on my poster.
Jappa just made his own fat head.
Didn't expect that from you, Jappa.
That definitely got the crowd into it now, but
we might have to run that replay again while we wait. You see the ball there, got a little break. Jappa took the ball. Wilson said, I can get this. Oh, get down. This place erupted. Strong 12 points for Jappa here tonight.
This is where your senior go to the free throw line and quiet this crowd a little bit. Good. 7.6, as you see on your screen.
And that's what Schlagle said. I mean, it was a hype dunk, but it's still only 2 points. And Stallions are 1 point away, 1 free throw here from tying this game back up.
Patton with a strong performance here for the Stallions. Second is going to be long. Rebound by Patton with 6. Block. Kendrick Williams coming the other way. King. Allen for 3. No good.
That would have been a huge momentum. Javion Browning did a good job of getting his hand on the ball there.
And we'll take you out one more time with James Jappa. We'll be right back.
Slow down.
Slow down and move over.
And move over. When you see lights, vests,
or reflectors,
please give us some room. Slow down and move over. When you need us,
we've got your back.
Do you have ours?
You got our back?
You got ours?
You got our back? Please, slow down.
And move over.
David Brock's back live at the Watch House. Washington High School. 6-0 Wildcats in league, 10-5 overall, facing off against the Schlagle Stallions. Coming off a disappointing loss Tuesday to Harmon, 4-2 in league, 9-6 overall. And for the first time this season, the Washington Wildcats go into the fourth quarter with a ball game. Can these senior leaders step up here and finish this game off against a pesky Stallion squad?
Dave Patton's leading the Stallions with 18 points. James Jappa with 12 for Washington. So we'll see which seniors is going to step up here in the fourth quarter.
Sales out top against Trevelyan. Patton against King. Spins in the lane. Up floater is no good, short. Kendrick Williams again on the glass. Good drop to Williams. Reverse layup is good.
Williams with his 12th basket, 12th point of the evening.
Sales. Working against Trevelyan. Browning now in the ball game here in the fourth quarter is going to get a block.
The ball gets stuck.
Have to get a broom or something. I don't know if somebody's got that kind of rise.
Put Jappa up there. Somebody from the band trying to throw the drumstick at him. This could be hilarious if we're going to sit here and watch somebody trying to throw a ball up there. We could be here all evening.
Nah, just get a broomstick.
Just leave it up there and play with a new rock.
Dave Patton will get his first opportunity. No good.
This could be a long night.
The ref tries it from the back. And he made the bucket.
Everybody's making buckets tonight. Javion Browning knows he's going to get to the line. I don't know what he did last week, but could potentially be his first points. And we talked about here in the third quarter how quick, Washington got the 5 and 6 team fouls, and Schlagle will be shooting free throws for the rest of this ball game.
Schlagle still with only 3 team fouls. Browning, first free throws of the season. It's good. Senior leader steps right in there.
He should have been shooting free throws all year. He joked around earlier at the little kids game, the epidemic of free throw shooting in KCK we saw even in the youngsters.
Browning's second free throw is good.
Those are 2 huge points off the bench.
Not a whole lot from the bench from Schlagle. Again, the starters playing a lot of minutes. Trevelyan, Mays, steps into a jump shot, no good. Cameron Allen on the backside, able to finish.
He's been quiet since the first quarter, but perfect time for him to get back in the scoring category.
Wilson set the check back in, and Shackelford walks into the front court against Allen. Allen, cookies out top, stolen to the bucket, up and good.
Shackelford got caught there, been a little lazy with the ball, and just like that, the lead's back up to 5.
Cameron Allen, a cookie monster out top.
Like what she's kind of standing around right now.
Not a lot of movement here by Schlagle. Marks into the lane, block, Jappa, Browning. Up strong, head back to the free throw line.
No, good move there by Marks. Good 2-man game there between Marks and Browning. Marks was able to get by his first guy, but good help there by Jappa to swat it away, but good recognition by Browning to get the offensive rebound and go right to the basket with it. He's going to go back to the free throw line after just knocking down 2.
This is the type of ball game we were expecting, as the first free throw from Browning is good. He's hit 3 in a row.
Like Coach King's going to call a 30-second timeout. So we talked a little bit before the game when Browning come back. He probably took some minutes away from one of the other guys, but to be able to have the senior leadership out there in a close ball game, even though he hasn't been out there most of the year, I think that senior leadership is still, being poised under pressure is what Coach Leslie's looking for out of him.
It helps a lot when you can knock down free throws, which every team in this league needs. As the band fires up here in the watch-out.
That's why Coach King's a good coach. He actually spent that whole timeout working the rep while one of the other coaches got the team set up. He's looking at this. He's like, why do we have 9 fouls and they're just sitting at 3? We need to even this up a little bit.
Simple answer to that is to stop fouling, Coach. Browning, short on the second free throw.
You saw that sub coming in for him.
Trevelyan all the way in the lane, drops it to Jappa.
Again. Any scout report should tell you to keep Trevelyan out the lane. Do not let him get by you.
Good play by King to keep it in bounds. Behind the back to Mays.
Got away with a walk.
Stallions just watching as the Washington Wildcats get on the offensive glass.
And Wilson's over there trying to get in the game. Their leading rebounder. We're back up to 8.
Shackelford out top against Allen into the lane, block, out of bounds. As Wilson does check back in for Browning. Schlagle going just 6 deep here. Sales out top for 3. Good.
Huge bucket there for Sales. And the Stallions stop the bleeding a little bit.
5-point ball game. Mr. Trevelyan goes back in the lane, drops it to Jappa. Mays. Good patience there. Down to Jappa. Good hook. You get away with it, it's good.
And that's going to be a matchup problem all night.
Cookies out top by Allen. And a foul. Oh, check that. They call a foul on Allen. Get the replay here real quick.
We'll mix it up a little bit in this rivalry. See a little easy drop down there to Jappa. Jappa gets around him.
Watch the Stallions just watching though.
Using that little hook move. Able to get to the rim. 18 points now for Jaffa.
And here's where these fouls are going to play a part now. Schlagle gets to walk to the line and shoot free throws. They can make their free throws. They'll stay in this ball game. Sell is good.
Schlagle got away with a little break there because technically by rule you got to have at least 2 guys in there in the paint on the free throw.
Cameron Allen taking cookies tonight.
It's 4th foul though, so he's going to have to sit for a little bit.
We'll see how long Coach King keeps him on the bench as Sells takes his 2nd free throw, which is good. Free throws keeping the Stallions in this ball game. It's Trevelyan again, looking to penetrate. Shackelford, pressure. He called for a hold. Bit of makeup call there as he gets the touch foul out top. Just the 4th foul on the Schlagle Stallions here in the 2nd half.
That's risky because soon Trevelyan gets by you, he's going to find somebody in there. See Coach Leslie there for the Stallions trying to coach his team up in this last 5 minutes.
Gets it into Mays.
Thought he was going to get a 5-second call there. Just get it in.
Mays, quick move into the lane. Up, left hand, no good. Wilson there to clear the boards, which the Schlagle Stallions needed. Kick, Patton now into the front court. Drives, no good. James Jaffa, big man in there, clearing the boards for the Washington Wildcats.
Like Patton going to the rim, knowing that they're in the double bonus. So a little matchup problem down there. I'm surprised that Marks and Wilson aren't.
3 on the way. Banked in. The bank is open.
Marcus Creighton.
I know for certain he did not call that, but they'll take it.
He says, I have 24-hour online banking tonight.
Shackelford into the front court. Sells now is the lead. Danger zone here for the Stallions. They need a score. Shackelford in the corner. First clean look of the night is no good. Marks claims offensive rebound, loses it. Wilson, good strong move, can't finish. Jaffa, good active hands by Schlagle.
Swing the ball. If you swung the ball, would probably be able to find Patton, who's been on fire tonight from downtown.
Bad pass, stolen. Marks travels.
No, good thought there, just probably a half-second late with that pass.
Washington now looking to extend this lead. Again, the Stallions need it here on defense.
They have to get a stop right here. Can't go under 3 minutes, down 10.
Confusion on the Washington offense. Trevelyan gets in the lane, floater, good. If he ain't assisting, he's floating.
So Shackelford played strong defense there for the whole time and went for the reach around, and it cost them.
Crossover, baseline, block on Trevelyan and Shackelford to go back to the line. Looking to cut in this 10-point lead. Trevelyan pleaded his case, his 4th foul, so two of the senior starters for Washington with 4 fouls.
Yeah, which is about 4 fouls a game, so no need to be pleading his case.
Shackelford, Stallions are 9 of 12 from the free throw line as Shackelford steps up there again. Free throws are the only reason that the Stallions are in this ball game right now, even down 10.
Shackelford tonight only has 3 points, coming in averaging 14.
The first is good.
194 points, now 195 points on the year. 98 points.
Shackelford, 2nd free throw on the way. It's good.
So Schlagle's going to need some stops here and probably some pressure. Down 8 with under 3 to go, and right now just walking the ball up the court, and they're going to be content just hanging out. Run some clock.
Schlagle has not been willing to press here. Trevelyan's done a good job of preventing that. Bad pass. Wilson, again, out of control.
there's no words there.
I mean, you make a good play, get the steal, bring it down and get it to a guard.
Just hold on to it and get it to a guard. He's just always in a hurry to get going with it. And we've seen it a few times we covered them this year. Normally bad things happen when that's the case. So Schlagle got the turnover that they wanted, but gave it right back to Washington. And what does Coach King do after that turnover? The guy who threw it away took him out and brought Kendrick Williams and Cameron Allen back in this ball game.
Trevelyan checks in too. Now 2 Washington Wildcats with 4 fouls. Allen drops it over to Jaffa. Up and good. James Jaffa. A man amongst boys down low tonight.
20 big ones tonight for James Jaffa.
Sales will pull 3. Good.
DJ Sales is his 3rd 3 of the ball game.
No quitting these Stallions as they keep fighting back here. As we get time running out, though, they're going to have to pick up the defense.
14 points now in the ball game for DJ Sales.
Shackelford out top against Trevelyan. Allen drives baseline. Good. Do not trade baskets here or you're the Stallions.
14 points now for Allen.
David Patton hasn't touched the ball in a while. Shackelford. Good pass underneath. Stolen by Trevelyan. Touches the line. That young man's had his hands on the ball all night, just not able to get that steal.
Good look by Shackelford, just a half second too late. But one thing we noticed, though, we saw what Coach King moved DeAndre King onto Patton, who has a little bit more size, and he's struggled to get looks ever since then.
Sales into the lane. Blocked by Williams, but Marks is able to pick it up. Quick timeout by Schlagle. We'll be right back.
What can one do? One gift of $3 each week can make 15 nutritious meals for a family of 4. 1 hour of time can make all the difference in a home, a classroom, a clinic, or in the world. Even one voice can right a wrong or inspire other voices and change history. Live knowing one can change the world. Live united.
We're back live at the Wash House at Washington High School. We appreciate the administration at Washington for having us out. We're trying our best to make it out to all the schools. We will be at Baser next week. Looking forward to heading out to the Piper, where we had a lot of fun during football season. Basketball team has done real well. We saw them at the Spring Hill Invitational. We'll come out here, Schlagle will probably set up some type of pressure here in the backcourt.
One thing you said that was important earlier, this point in the ball game, you can't trade baskets, so Schlagle's going to have to get some steals, and they're still going to have to foul a little bit to even get them to the bonus. They need to foul 3 times before they even get to the 1-and-1. So, you know, if that's your strategy from Coach Leslie, you got to start fouling right away, even to get them shooting free throws.
Pressure defense. Not a lot of pressure. I mean, Trevelyan just walked that right into the front court as Shackelford moves up now. Again, just 4 fouls. Here we go. We pick up that first one there by Shackelford. They're going to have to foul a couple more times just to get them to the free throw line for 1-and-1.
You need to do it right away. You know, being down 7 points, you need to try to extend this game as long as you can. So you can't just sit around and play solid defense, but you're going to have to start fouling. Like right now, running off, 3, 4, 5 seconds.
4 out top. Not fouling. Sales again moves away.
And this is not a 1 or 2 or 3 point game. You're down 7.
King out top just dribbling. We get close to 115. King will go to the bucket. Can't finish, but he'll go to the free throw line. I don't know. I mean, they were getting to run the clock down.
That's just don't get the strategy there when you're down 7 with a minute and a half to go. You still got to foul 2 more times to get into the bonus. You can't just depend on trying to play solid defense because you got to make up too much ground.
You don't have a shot clock to give you another possession. King. Free throw is good.
King knocks in his 11th point of the night, coming in averaging 15.
Just a third free throw attempt by the Washington Wildcats this half. But the second one for King is good. Shackelford now with 1:14 is going to have to start hurrying up. Need quick with Shackelford all the way to the rim, up and good. Now they got to set the pressure up.
Shackelford's second field goal of the evening.
Here comes the trap. In the corner, Trevelyan. Bush. That is the 6th foul, so they will send him to the 7th foul, so we will go to the free throw line now. We'll see if Trevelyan can knock these down.
So there's 6, one more foul.
As the Bonner Braves shot the Bobcats, who got some news that Ben Johnson wasn't going to play on the team anymore. 43-42, Bonner Springs.
That last foul there, Houston Shackelford's going to foul out. That was the 6th team foul. Oh no, that is the 7th, so they are going to go to the 1 plus the bonus. But you know, one of their scorers now is fouled out.
57.2, 7-point lead. Trevelyan now make free throws. You're 7-0 in league. Secure a share and most likely a league title here for the Wildcats. Trevelyan, no good. Rebound, Wilson. Outlet, Sales going the other way. Now they got to go quick. Sales, full three. No good. Rebound. Who else? Mr. Japa. As the Lansing Lions, 62-14 over Bishop Ward. 11 rebounds for Japa, so a double-double for that young man. We'll have to check and see what Williams' rebounds are.
20 points, 11 rebounds for Japa. Strong performance for the senior. Opportunity to add a couple more points.
6 rebounds for Williams. Washington, again, it's a simple formula for them in the 2 games we've seen here is that they just get on the offensive glass.
Japa knocks down a free throw for his 21st point of the ball game. I'm still tripping on that score you said. Was that a girls' game?
No, that's a guys' score. Lansing ain't playing. Mill Valley went in there and smashed Bishop Ward. Lansing said that we're going to do it better.
There's Wilson, OC.
You talk about a monster matchup in the KBL, that's it right there. Lansing and Mill Valley here in the next week or two. As we're at 8 points now with 38 seconds. Again, Washington just moving the ball around. And they will foul Trevelyan off the ball.
Should probably start doing the fouling strategy about a minute ago when it was a minute and a half. And they were only sitting at 4 free throws to extend this game out. And now it might be a little bit too late. And Washington wants to make Vernon Birmingham, speaking it to myself in the third person, a profit.
Trevelyan's first free throw is good. Again, start spreading the news. First, hopefully, annual All-Star game between the KBL and the KCAL. Only seniors can participate. We will have a 3-point competition, a dunk contest. I got my boy Roy Clater from Lansing signed up, said he will come out. Mike Carson, Kendra Williams, who's here for these Washington Wildcats. We're trying to get him in the dunk contest as well. Hendu Productions will be in the house. Patch gets it into Brownie. Travels out top, and that's going to wrap it up. 10-point lead. Washington got challenged.
Weathered the storm. The seniors stepped up. And that's the type of game, if you're Coach King, you want this point in the season.
Ball up ahead. Allen. Layup is good.
As you're preparing for sub-state.
And that's what we're doing now. And this Schlagle Stallion team showed a lot of grit tonight, I think. Sales hits another 3.
That'll be Sales' best shooting performance of the year tonight.
And that's it, your ball game. Washington Wildcats securing a share of the league title, and most likely 8th league title. Coach Leslie drops his second in a row here this week. His team played real well. David Patton, 5 threes. But James Jappa, the get bucket player of the game.
21 points, 11 rebounds for Jappa. Stepped up when they needed him. You know, early on, King and Allen and Williams were all hot to start the game. When it all mattered, it was Jappa who stepped up and carried the team on his broad shoulders. And Washington, as the sign says, KCK, league champs.
I gotta be technical. They got 3 games left.
League champs.
David Broxburn in Birmingham. We'll be right back with my guy Moses Wyatt, Brian Watson. We'll see if we can get Coach King up here for an interview as well. But we'll be right back.
Take my hand and start a brand new day. And together as one we'll start to see some change.
Underneath everything we are, underneath everything we do, we are all people, connected, interdependent, united. And when we reach out a hand to one, we can influence the condition of all. That's what it means to live united.
Division I student athletes have higher SAT and ACT scores than college-bound students.
The number of us receiving diplomas
is at an all-time high.
African American males who are student athletes
are 10% more likely to graduate.
Still think we're just a bunch of dumb jocks?
You need to do your homework.
There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes, and just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports. There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes, and just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports.
Well, we're back. It's at the post-game show. This is Sports Highlight Unlimited KC, brought to you by Hendu Productions. We're here at the end of the ball game between the Washington Wildcats and the Schlagle Stallions. We had 73-64, 9-point victory by the Wildcats. We'll see some highlights before we talk to Coach King and the double-double man, James Jappa. See some highlights of the first half. Little Jap. Here we go. We see the beginning coming with
DeAndre King.
2 quick buckets getting out. Pushing the ball up the floor by them.
If you notice, every time Washington went to the basket, they had at least 2 to 3 teammates around the basket for that rebound.
DJ Sale starting off with the 3-pointer.
There's Trevelyan. Setting everything up. Floor general, right where I need it. Boom.
Yeah, well, I didn't get to say that because he was doing very good on defense. And he's a leader for you.
Right.
So, just tell me, I asked you this before, but I got to ask you again because we're getting close. You got 3 more league games before the end of the season comes.
Right.
Just explain to me the feeling of being able to coach your son.
Oh, it feels good, though. You know, when you watch a baby grow up, come out of the womb, and then grow up with a basketball in his hand every day, and just to be the nice young man it is, his 3.3 grade point average. You know, he's already qualified on his ACT. He's in the National Honor Society. So it just feels good when you put work into your kids, and then they grow up and you watch them grow and become flowers. You know, it's like the Bible tells you, when you teach a child, they grow up, they won't depart.
Yes.
And that is true. You know, so I've just been teaching him, and thank God he loved the game on his own. You know, I've always had him in the gyms in the summer doing summer camp and things. But he just loved the game, and he took off, and he's been around great coaches like yourself. So he's just been groomed. So now it's just time for him to pick up and run with it.
Yeah.
But it's a pleasure, though. To answer the question, it's a tremendous pleasure.
It has to be. It was a pleasure for me to have a chance to coach him a little bit in the summer. He's got great character for him. Great character. You know, that tests to you and your wife. He's a joy to coach. He's a coach's dream because he likes to do the little things, not just the glory. He likes to do the little things he play and in practice.
Right.
He's one of the best practice players I've ever seen.
He is, and that just comes from his love of the game and watching it on television every night. You know what I mean? To where he wants to be a total well-rounded player, not just a shooter, not just a driver, not just a defensive player, but I always enforce to him, if you're going to play at the next level, you've got to do a little bit of everything well to the best of your ability.
Right.
You know, so he's just always taking that to heart, and it's paying off for him.
Coach, one more question, then we're going to move to James Jappa. You had several players in foul trouble. I think actually 3 of the starters had 4 fouls, then by the end 4.
Yeah.
How did you be able to overcome that?
Oh, because, you know, one thing we've been really working on is our bench. So we had some good guys called like DeMarcus Clayton, J.T. Bennett came in a little bit.
And he hit a 3 for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And, you know, Verdell Mays, those guys came in off the bench and really just gave quality minutes. So I was able to buy some minutes for those starters to not have to be able to foul out of the game.
We even seen Sheldon Willis.
And even Sheldon, that's right. Even Sheldon came in, the junior kid, even came in. So basically, our bench was able to help us overcome that. And hopefully that's what we're going to need from them. I told them, with our bench, you guys are going to have to be able to come in the game and help out when we need you. And hopefully they're buying into that and they're coming in. Just give me your best effort for 2 or 3 minutes, and we're good.
Coach, congratulations on the win tonight.
Good
luck for the rest of the league.
Yeah,
good
league
job.
Champs, baby.
Always
Very
good to talk to you. You've done a great job.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to commercial. We'll be right back with James Jappa.
What can one do? One gift of $3 each week can make 15 nutritious meals for a family of 4. 1 hour of time can make all the difference in a home, the classroom, the clinic, or in the world. Even one voice can right a wrong or inspire other voices and change history. Live knowing one can change the world. Live united.
We're back from commercial break. I'm here with James Jappa. I call him Lil Jap.
How you doing?
Had a double-double tonight. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Good. Congratulations on your win tonight.
Thank you.
Jappa, tell me, you've had a season where you've recorded several double-doubles. You're doing great on the rebounds, doing great shooting the ball and scoring. What's been able to help you with the success?
All our coaches, like, all the stairs we do, like every day we do stairs. Even before games we do stairs. All the hard work we do. And then us just keep wanting to be the best there is in this league. And then we want to get that state title. That's what really pushes us.
Oh, that's good. We can see it. You got to tell me about this. I know a little bit about it, but we want them to understand about it. You guys been playing together for a while. Tell me how that translates on to this year and this year's success.
Well, it's because we know all our strengths and weaknesses, and then how to amplify our strengths, and then turn our weaknesses into our strengths. We know each other's little quirks and stuff, so now that just makes our team chemistry even better. We know when to get the ball, we know when to pass the ball, we know when to shoot the ball, and we already know we got 2 dudes ready to get the rebound for them, and our guards ready to run the wings.
That's a good job. Jap, during the summer we was talking about I'm hungry. That was one of our little things. You guys look hungry. That's one thing that we've talked about several times is the hunger that you guys have. Coach King talked about it. He said that that's the one thing that he needs from you guys to stay hungry and be able to play hard every night. As you move, you secured at least a tie for the league championship. One more win, you secure a league champion. What do you need to do to be able to secure this championship against Wanda?
We got to stay humble. We can't take Wanda easy. Just because we might blow them out some other times, we still got to believe that they're going to come to our house ready to win. So we got to always step up our defense because our defense was lacking tonight. But besides that, we just got to keep playing hard, stay humble, and just be hungry every time.
Yeah, that's good. Now, got a couple more questions. I'll let you go. First question I got is, explain to me 2 things. One, the work ethic in practice. How can it translate to the game? And why I'm asking that, because we've seen you guys switch defenses at least 3-4 times. So how are you able to do that And with very little, we haven't seen anybody not know where to be. I mean, everybody knew where to be. How does that translate from practice to the game?
Well, because, you know, Coach King's going to tire our legs. So, when we tire, he's going to make us go through defenses every time we tire. So, as soon as we get a defensive possession and go back for offense, he comes and changes the defense. So, we got to keep changing defense, even when we tire. So, in the game, it's just an automatic, like, where we know where we're at. So, it's like, just imprinted in our minds, basically.
Good. All right. Last question. I'm going to let you go because I see Mom down there. It's time to go. Jappa, tell me, to get to the state tournament, to get there and be successful, it happened 2 years ago. To get there for this group, this a special group, get there, what's the key?
Hard work, staying disciplined, and staying humble. And always keep working harder, get better every time we hit the floor. That's how we get it.
It doesn't hurt that Topeka's in 4A now?
No, not really.
It's a good job. All right, Jap. Great job tonight. You had a double-double. Good luck Tuesday and for the rest of the season.
Thank you, sir.
All right. We'll be right back to close it up after this commercial break.
Hold on.
Okay. Well, doesn't look like we're going to commercial. Look like we're going to leave from here. Doesn't look like we're going to leave from here. I'm Moses Wide. Just finished talking to James Jappa. My co-host Brian Watson's off to the side. We're here with Sports Highlight Unlimited KC, brought to you by Hendu Productions. We don't have to go home, but we gotta leave the gym. It's time to go. Good night.